What's up, YouTube? The other day, I found this box of teleconverters on Facebook Marketplace for a measly $25. So naturally, I made an investment. Today, we're gonna find out how many teleconverters is too many. We're gonna test the limit of a 3D printed lens mount holding a comical number of teleconverters and glass. And we're gonna tear apart a teleconverter and find out if we can make a camera lens out of one. Stick around, because this one is gonna get ridiculous. Let's get into it. Log entry. Hostile primitive threat detected. Engaging telephoto zoom. Smells like he really zoomed out. All right, now real quickly, what is a teleconverter? Now, a teleconverter takes your effective focal length and essentially multiplies it. So most of the common teleconverters on the marketplace are either 1.4x, 2x, or a little bit more rare, 3x. Basically, these little optical spacers have several pieces of glass inside them that do some weird magic that take your lens and make it reach further. To think about it in the simplest way possible, it's like taking pairs of binoculars and stacking them up against each other. Obviously, it's gonna give you more reach, but you're going to lose a lot of light in the process. For every single teleconverter that we add, we're gonna probably have to increase our ISO, which is going to introduce more image noise, which is going to in turn make our image not so great. So as a baseline, we're gonna see how this vintage lens performs on my Sony camera as is. Then we're gonna start adding teleconverters until things just get super cursed. Let's get started. Okay, so we're out here and we're testing the limits of this Minolta lens. We got my dog back here and he loves my drone. So we're gonna take some high-speed photos of him trying to hug my drone. Okay, so at this point, we know that the lens works pretty well, actually. So I put Liam in and I got back to testing. Okay, don't you two sleep too long now. Enjoy your DJI Mini 4 Pro drone snuggle time. Then I got violently thirsty. So I chugged in Arizona and then tried to read the ingredients of my favorite beverage from across my yard. After several attempts at longer and longer focal lengths, I realized that this feat was impossible and none of the images were really sharp enough to make me want to use a teleconverter. But maybe the order I stacked them in was wrong. Maybe one teleconverter was too many. Unhappy with the results of this test, I decided to test each teleconverter one at a time and see which setup was the sharpest. Okay, first up we have the ProMaster Spectrum 7 2x teleconverter. Next we have the MT Auto TelePlus 2x. RMC Tokina Doubler Cosmos 3X. And then lastly, we have the Tokina 2X Auto High Definition Telephoto Lens. This is actually designed for camcorders, so this might be really bottlenecking the whole thing, but we'll see. After pixel peeping these images for approximately 10 hours, I decided that none of the teleconverters are exceptionally sharper than the other, but all of them together provide me with an unusable image, which is unfortunate. See, I was really hoping to take a photo of the flag on the moon with this bad boy because I'm skeptical of the moon landing, but I guess that isn't gonna happen. Comment below if you think the moon landing is fake. Comment below if you think the moon landing is real. Argue about it in the comments. Wait a minute. All this moon travel has me wondering, can I make a lens for my camera out of a teleconverter? Now, before we go tearing apart teleconverters and figuring out how to make lenses out of them, we need to wrap up our other tests first. Now, that would be how many teleconverters is too many for a 3D printed lens mount. Now, instead of throwing that lens mount on my Sony camera, I figured I would stick it on a camera that I don't care about. The test results are in. It's a boy. Okay. Boy, we're really tackling a lot in this video. I hope you're enjoying it. So we're gonna use a spanner here. We're gonna pull this apart, see if we can make something. I honestly have no clue if you can make a lens out of a teleconverter. If you can, then I got like 50 lenses I can make out of all the teleconverters that I have. So that would be very good news for me personally. You never know until you go down that rabbit hole. So if you're not familiar, this is a lens spanner tool. At least that's what I call it. It's got little tines here, and you line them up with these little notches on the back of your element. Turn it and it should come off. So yeah, right there, boom. That was easy. We're gonna find out what's inside a teleconverter. Maybe we're onto something here. Okay, boom. So here is something. I don't know if that something's gonna be anything of value or not. There were 3 optics here. I think this is the one to make into a camera lens because when I look at it, the image is upside down. With these other lenses that I've made, when I look at it, the image is upside down. So this one out the gate seems like the logical solution. So we're gonna move forward with this. So yeah, these are the other 2 pieces of glass from the teleconverter. So thinking about making like a monocle with this one.
Hello, good chap. Mighty fine day for a stroll in the park.
Wasn't even a funny joke. Now I'm down on the ground looking for this stupid clear piece of glass. Okay, so can you make a lens out of a teleconverter? Yes. And some of the images that I took were very, very cool, and I cannot wait to show them to you. I also had some breakthroughs with my lens mounting system. In the beginning, I created very simple lenses like this. Every time I needed to check the focusing or the flange distance, I had to reprint the entire lens. Then shortly after, I got a little bit smarter and I created a system with just a little pressure fit plate where you pop this in and then boom, you can check your focus. And if it doesn't work, all you have to do is print this little piece here and make the adjustment that you need to make. Well, recently, I decided that it was time to take all the knowledge that I've compiled designing and making these mounts in the past and figure out how to take it to the next level. Now, it's very close, but I'm not quite ready to show it to you yet. But this system that I created features a lot of really great things, such as full focusing, disassembly, the ability to shoot in macro and take really punched in images. I can't wait to show that to you. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be on this video, but it's gonna be very, very soon. But the images that it ended up creating were so awesome. Honestly, fell in love with shooting with this setup and took way more pictures than I usually do when it comes to adapting lenses like this. So I'm showing you some of my favorite ones here. I'm also uploading all of them to my Discord server so that you can check them out. I highly encourage you to check out my Discord server. If you are into photography or videography and you're looking for a community of people where you can bounce ideas off of, share photos, and just connect. We have a very small, tight-knit group of people on my Discord server. I'm very active on it. In fact, One of the members of my Discord server created that animation at the beginning with the bowling pin and holding the different binoculars. I had asked a question about how to do that, and he jumped at the idea of making it, sent it over to me, and his name is Smiley. He's very active in there. He's very nice. There's just a great bunch of people in there. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I'm working on new projects all the time. I have a lot of really great things coming up very, very soon, as well as my new lens mounting system that I cannot wait to show to you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a fantastic week.
Peace.